How to cook a beetroot burger. Hello everybody, my name is James Howe and this is Chef at Home. And today we're continuing on with another of my Fave 5 recipe videos. And over the next few weeks we're going to be looking at some of my favourite vegetarian dishes. So why don't we get straight to it and crack on. Okay, first thing, we're going to make our burger mix. So get yourself a bowl and a grater. And I'm going to grab my beetroot. It's pre-roasted and peeled beetroot that you can just pick up from a supermarket. Because of the way it's packed, it's usually in a vinegar or something. But be careful when you open it, because if you're not, you could turn your kitchen into like a scene from Dexter. So grab your beetroot and we're just going to grate that. You can use a food processor if you like, but I just find it's a little bit too fine. But you end up having to compensate by putting loads and loads of breadcrumbs in. And it stops being a burger and it just turns into a weird beetroot stuffing. Well, you might notice I'm using gloves as well. That's just because it stains, and if it gets in your skin you'll have hell on getting it off. So if you can, just get some gloves. Run like £1 for a pack, something like that. Just pop that to one side for a minute. Grab yourself a red onion and very fine dice, and then onion into your mix. Add about a teaspoon's worth of garlic puree. I've got some fresh herbs. I've got a mixture of coriander and flat leaf parsley and chervil. You can just do one, you can do all three, you can just do two, it's entirely up to you. It's just a really nice light combination. But not everybody likes, especially coriander. My wife says it tastes soapy. And the herbs into the bowl. And then grab your tofu. Now sometimes when you buy tofu, it's really waterlogged. I've used a variety of methods over the years, leaving it hanging in a muslin cloth and straining it, just leaving that overnight, or squeezing it in a towel. That works as well. Something that I've been doing recently is partially freezing then defrosting it, and that process seems to bring a lot of the natural moisture out, and you end up with a fairly firm block to work with. In this case is ideal for this. And then that grated into your mix. If you don't want to use tofu, this would also, if you don't want to do tofu, this would also work really well with the goat's cheese. Choice is up to you. Then crack in an egg. Bit of salt and pepper and breadcrumbs. Now to mix it you can use a spoon or something else if you like, but I find it's just as easy. Get my hands in, get stuck in. And that is the basic burger mix. Now last little job is just to shape them. So grab yourself a ring cutter, or certain lids off tubs work if you can't find one. Something like a Nutella jar would probably work quite well. So pack that ring and just lift it off. Just tap it down just a little bit, because that ring is quite tall, to give it a bit more of a burger shape. And you end up with something that looks a little bit like that. And once they're all done, give them 20 minutes in the fridge just to set. And next little bit of prep, I'm going to do some potato wedges. So I've got some nice sweet potatoes. Not going to bother peeling them. Tend to lose the shape a little bit once they cook if you do with sweet potatoes. So just in half. Lengthways, half again. Some really nice chunky chips onto a tray, and a little zhuzh of oil. It's a good word that, isn't it? Zhuzh. I like that word. Don't even know if I'm using it in the right context, but it sounds right. There, a bit of salt and pepper, and for an extra bit of love, a bit of smoked paprika. And give them about 15 minutes just to let that flavour soak in a little bit before they go in the oven. Quick little step is just get some salad leaves and get them washed in some cold water, just to get rid of any mud or anything they've been packed in, and they can sit in the fridge until you're ready to serve. And that is the hard work done. Okay, to cook these then, the wedges you just go straight in the oven. They'll take about 20 minutes at 200 degrees. Now back to the burgers. You could just put them in the oven with the sweet potatoes and happy days. They'll probably take around about the same length of time. However, just for that extra bit of lift, we're going to cook them in a griddle pan. And we're going to try and give them those classic burger lines. So a little drizzle of oil over the top and just rub that in. And same on the other side. And once your griddle pan is nice and hot, just lay in the burger. I'm going to leave it on this side on a medium heat for around about 5 minutes. I know you might be curious to wonder what's going on under there, but try not to mess with it too much. The more you mess with it, the more chance you got of it just breaking. So we're going to aim to only turn this just the once. And after those 5 minutes, I'm going to carefully flip it over. And then back onto your tray. And into the oven for the last 10 minutes. Now while this pan's nice and hot, Get yourself your burger bun. I've gone with a nice brioche ones on this. Rub in just a little bit of butter to give them that little bit of grease. You don't need the pan on, but you can use the heat from it. And just nicely toast these buns. And they'll only take 20 seconds each side. Now you could just stop here. A burger to me is as much about the toppings as it is about the patty itself. So now we're going to make a sauce for it that is so bloody easy, it's ridiculous. About a tablespoon of cranberry sauce into a bowl, and then into that some nice fresh mayonnaise. Easy as that. I'm going to take a little bit of brie, cut a few slices off. Take the wax off if you don't like it, some people don't. And then just sit that brie on top of your burger. Then back in for a couple of minutes just to melt. Alright, so to serve up then, you can go at any particular order you want. There's no right or wrong. Just going to dress my salad leaves at the last minute. Going to use a classic vinaigrette for this. But just do it at last minute, it stops the leaves becoming too soft. Just give it a toss just to let it dress itself. And then bottom of your bun, a little bit of that mayo. And the nice dressed leaves. On with the burger. And just a little bit more of that mayonnaise on top, because why not? And some of your sweet potato wedges. And just for a bit of colour to up that salad quota. Some nice fresh leaves on the side. Even if you class yourself as a devout carnivore, you can't argue that that looks banging. So there we are guys, it's super easy but super tasty vegetarian beetroot burger. Go give it a try, let me know how you get on, and of course feel free to experiment with it. Use different cheeses, switch out the tofu, choose different dressings, different accompaniments, but the main thing is of course enjoy it. Got a few close friends that are vegetarian, so I can't wait to hear their response to this. So if you're watching, Becca, Miff, Larry, what do you think? But anyway, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon.